Richmond, Tykea, you're asserting in court today that you have not seen Mr. Griffin?
I've seen him one time when I was like 14.
In your life?
In my life. I spoke to him the first time on the phone, like the other week. I never
That's because I didn't
talked
know
to
what
him.
day was that. 30 years I've been knowing that she's my daughter.
So you've never had a doubt?
Never had a doubt.
In 30 years?
In 30 years.
I did tell him that I was pregnant, but also I did tell him he was the father. But at the time, he also knew I was, you know, with other people also. And he was a married man, so. And I'm sure he was with other people, too. So I was with 2 other guys.
So you were admitting that at the window, during the window of conception, you were also sleeping with 2 other men?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you tell those men you were pregnant as well?
No, Your Honor, no.
Why did you only choose to tell Mr. Griffin?
Mr. Griffin was the one I was with mostly all the time, mostly.
Right.
So that's why
you know
I
it only
assumed
takes
was
once,
his.
though, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Her mother's saying there is doubt and you not. How can you be so sure?
Got photos here of when I was young and she was young.
Jerome, let me see that.
And because if it wasn't my daughter, why would the reason she come and tell me that she was pregnant?
Were you with her all during the pregnancy?
No.
We was never together.
No,
You weren't together during the pregnancy?
After I got pregnant, we never had too much contact because I got into a relationship with another gentleman.
You didn't want to come over.
While you were pregnant with his child?
We didn't hardly see each other.
She was trying to hide it from her stepsister.
So, Mr. Griffin, how did you tell your wife that you got her sister pregnant?
I didn't. Because I was too embarrassed to tell her I did that. You know?
So, Tykea, I want to hear from you.
Right.
Because I want to understand, at what point did you find out?
Like the first time someone brought his name up was like, my mom never brought his name up. And then we went to Albany when I was in the 3rd grade, and my aunt and my cousins say, oh, you look just like the Griffins. You look just like the Griffins. That's like what everybody always say. You look just like those Griffins. And I'm like, who is the Griffin? She's like, oh, no, those not your people. That's not your dad. I don't know. My mom, when people ask me who's my dad, I always said my whole life, I don't have a dad. I don't know my dad. I don't have a name. My mom never told me a name.
How hard is that as a young woman growing up?